Hey there, everyone. Michael Damon with you. Kind of just going down the stretch here on the day of launch. This is the last day to get these videos done, and I'm just going through a product tour. And I just got done issuing a product, one license, and the thought struck me to actually maybe just kind of go through and show how a reissuance works, and kind of just sort of set the tone with that, because it's just one license, and mine's selling at 39 flares, 0.39 flares, which is 39 cents, and just a little over 39 cents there. And I just kind of want to go through and provide more familiarity with the publish process, because it is a publishing model. We have our own personal printing press, and we are using that to produce after things have sold out. So that's kind of how we're going about this, and that's what this demonstration is going to be about. So let's begin. Okay, great. So now, first thing I'm going to do, actually, I want to go over one more feature here that I think I overlooked with the inventory, with our issuances. Getting back to our inventory, this shows our active issuances out in the marketplace currently, and you can see that there's a status here of whether it's active or sold out or inactive, hidden sort of thing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this image here, and so it'll take me. This should look familiar. This is where we're at, and what I wanted to. This is how we manage. We're managing our issuances here, and I wanted to say I wanted to show what this looks like when we make this unavailable. So right, so we've got these three. So this is okay. So kind of just walking through this is that we have our delisting. I've already demonstrated. I already showed that off. Is that when you delist, it removes it all from the marketplace altogether. So you cannot see it and you cannot purchase it. So this unavailable makes it so that you can still see the storefront, but you cannot purchase it. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to mark that unavailable, and so now it's still visible. We can still visit it, and I'm actually going to click that and show you what this looks like, right? So you can still see it. It's just been kind of disabled at the moment. So that just kind of makes it so that if you're sort of wanting to tease people sort of thing, mostly is kind of how you would use this. And have this, you sold something and now it's no longer available, is sort of FOMO sort of notion thing, and fear of missing out. So that's one way of using it. Or you just, for whatever reason, you want to have it up there but not actually sell anything. That's available to you. And then finally, I'm going to mark available here. I'm going to put that back because I do want to purchase that. And so there's that. And the other thing you could do is you can archive this. So this is just for you, just to make it invisible in your list that we were just in. Just kind of going back to our inventory. I'm going to click on this inventory button here. So this would hide this from this list here. And so, okay, that takes care of that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in with another account. And so I'm going to sign out here, and I'm also going to kind of demonstrate more of the purchasing workflow. So I'm going to click our account icon up here, and notice that this is going to create a new account. I'm not doing that identity chaining here. And identity chaining, I still have to be signed in order to chain something. So now I'm signing out altogether, and I'm going to create a new account, or just sign in with another identity. What this does is it checks to see if an account has already been created with this identity, and if so, it loads that. And if not, it's going to create it. And so that's how that works. So this might involve its own session on its own right on how this works. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to sign in with Microsoft. So another cool feature here is that I'm using Microsoft Edge, and Chrome. Google with Chrome would also do the same thing if I was using Chrome, but with Microsoft, I'm already signed in. I'm already signed in with my Microsoft account with Edge, and that's a cool feature. And if I was using Chrome, I'm already typically signed in with my Chrome account, or my Google account, excuse me. And so if I sign in within that native environment with that account, I don't have to type in a password at all, and sort of thing. So because I've already typed it to authenticate with a browser. So browsers are kind of like an OS if you think about it, and that's kind of why I like them. So I'm going to click Microsoft here, and I just kind of want to show off the experience as I talked about in the introduction. the introduction videos that, there's this thing, asking for our permissions here. And I do know that it's unverified. I'm getting permission from Microsoft. There's a publication or publishing process that goes along with that, and I'm undergoing that currently. And so here, the minimum, I wish it can be less than this, right? But it's just enough to get by here. So I'm going to click yes to continue. And did that take? Is it okay? There we go. So now it's going to sign me in, and now you can see it's a brand new account. I've got my notifications here that just say, "Hey, welcome," sort of thing. Actually, let's kind of go through that. You have authenticated. Welcome. It welcomes you to the service. And now I'm going to go with this account. This is another account, and I'm going to use this to purchase this product, right? This license that's for sale. And now I'm going to purchase. And it's saying that I do not have enough flare in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hopefully this will work. And just kind of demonstrating the purchasing workflow here because it's going to go through. Yes, it worked, sort of thing. But what I wanted to demonstrate is that now I've got enough flare to purchase that, and it is asking me to revisit that page. So that's what I'm going to do. And now it brings me back to that page to continue that workflow to purchase. And now I'm going to go through and purchase this, right? And so now just buy it. And notice that there aren't any gas fees, right? No gas fees. It's all just instant, and you don't have to worry about that. Okay, cool. So now I can view it. Let's go ahead and view it. Why not? And I'm going to launch it to view this. And there we are, right? So just like, how we expect it, right? And we can open it, and we can view it, we can read it, and it's ours, right? We have that license, and we can view this and get back to this, and it's our version of that content. It's our license copy, right? And so now, in a future sessions here, we're going to demonstrate how to resell, but I just wanted to show that. And so, and also the other thing too is that it tells you that you purchased it. So again, getting into notifications, that's sort of like your, history of major events that occur. And you can go back to them to revisit that. And again, kind of going up here into your Star Vault, you can visit that to get all of your licenses. So just kind of going back through, and there we go. Okay, cool. So that is out of the way. We have sold out. Now, if I sign back in, I'm going to sign out with that account, and I'm going to sign back in. Just kind of use this one here, just to mix things up a bit. Now I'm going to go to Twitter, which is the signed in with this browser, that Twitter account that I published that under, right? And now if I go under notifications, I will see two things, right? This is what I mentioned in the introduction videos, right? That I have unlocked the B wave. So if I go here, I will see that I have sold out my first product with that wave, and with that one wave, with the A wave, and I have sold out. So now I have graduated to the next wave, and that's what that is. And that's sort of like the dollar bill on the wall sort of thing as a business, right? And so, and here also, you've made your first sale, and so I'm gonna. So that shows the transactions of that, and we'll go with the details here. And so yeah, right. So now we can see the details of the sale, and so now so that's in the notifications. Again, it's all like major events occur there. Now I'm going to go back to inventory, right? Because we sold out. So now if I go to the it's no longer there, right? It's that product, that issuance has sold out. So now I'm going to go back to business, because I mean business, and I'm going to go back to inventory. And so we will see here that it is complete. It's sold out, right? So we can now go to create new inventory. This is kind of getting to the point here of why we're doing this, is that we're going to create more inventory and sort of just kind of going through that. So I'm going to select this, remember, because it's sold out. Only brand new definitions or ones that have sold out are available there. Just kind of walk through this. We've seen this. Yes. Now, what's new here is that we have a wave level, right? Because we can now establish how many waves we're going to publish with our products going forward. Now that we are a B wave creator, so that means we have two waves on two levels that we can produce with each and every product. And we can also choose with the waves that we have produced whether to enable them or not. So I'm going to quickly go through here. and we could specify which waves, how many waves to enable right off the bat to make visible, kind of like how I was talking about. Hold on, just 1 second here. Whew. Okay, I've had way too much caffeine and not enough water and not enough sleep, so I'm kind of running on fumes here. I had to get some water there, and now that I've taken care of that, we are just. I'm going to kind of go in here with the waves, right? So we're going to max out our wave count. That's going to be 11 licenses. Now I'm going to review, and hopefully it's going to produce a preview here of that product. Great, loads up. So if I wanted to preview it again, that's what I can do. So now what's kind of interesting is that we can see kind of a visual representation of all the waves that we are enabling and have visible. So I have every single wave visible and enabled and visible, and so that just gives you an overview, and again kind of just saying, okay, this is going to be 11 units at that price that I've established. So now I'm going to confirm and publish, and here we go. We're issuing new product, right? Just like a corporation, we're doing the same thing. And notice there aren't any gas fees again to do this. It's just it's completely centralized. Everything is managed and centralized, and hosted and managed by us. Okay, there we go. 11 licenses. Now we can go to our storefront, and hopefully we'll see 11 licenses. So now just keep in mind, now we have 12 because we had that one before, and now we have the 11 with this issuance, right? So it's the second issuance, 2 waves, 11 licenses, plus the first issuance of 1 wave, 1 license, right? So now we have 12, and the one that's available on the storefront is the second one of 12 total issued, right? So by the numbers. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense and you can see the value in that. And okay, I think we're okay and set with this one for that second issuance, and you can get a better idea of how this publishing works. So now we can move on to the next recording, whatever that may be. See ya there.